I'm probably the last person y'all expecting to talk about this stuff, but someone has to do it. What's up, people? My name is Jamar. I am a creator of TBA DAO. So TBA DAO is a Web3 community for compassionate, authentic, and ambitious people. Our vision is simple. We just believe the world needs better community builders, specifically community builders who care about the well-being of our society. So our mission is to unite compassionate, authentic, and ambitious people, inspire them, and provide the resources they need to build their own impactful communities. So here's the deal. Our community is full of Black people and women. The problem they're facing right now is that most of the Web3 content is not created by people who look like them, people who speak like them, people who are as beautiful as them, and that's when I come into play. I'm joking. So we created Talk by TBA, and the goal of Talk is to create Web3 content specifically aimed at Black people and women. And this is the first official piece of content that we're creating under the Talk by TBA brand. So this video is going to be straightforward. We're just going to explain why we're building in Web3. So Web3 essentially is a third iteration of the World Wide Web. But in order to understand Web3, you first have to understand the previous two iterations of the web. So Web 1 allowed us to create pretty simple websites using text, images, and videos. However, there were a few cool websites out there. I don't know if people remember Candy Stand. If there's anybody out there that remember Candy Stand, give us a follow, send us a DM. Let's talk about the Candy Stand days. So this time was roughly about from like 1990 to like 2004. And most of the websites weren't as interactive as Candy Stand. There were a few search engines that was cool, but other than that, most websites were pretty straightforward. Text only, some had images, some had videos. The key difference between Web 1 and Web 2 is that Web 2 allowed the users to talk to each other. If Web 1 had readers, Web 2 had users. The users would sign up with email accounts, and they would have passwords, and they would create usernames, and they could talk to each other. In Web 1, you was just viewing pictures or reading text or watching videos. Web 2 allows you to send texts and images and send videos to each other. So user-to-user interaction. That was the key breakthrough in Web 2. The problem with Web 1 and Web 2 is that all of the content that was created by the users, that content was owned by the platform. Every direct message, every post, every video, every text, every single thing we do on that platform, they own. So that's the big problem right now, is that you don't own anything you share on these platforms. So you don't own the posts, you don't own the direct messaging, you don't own the videos you post. They take all of our content, they analyze it, and then they go share it with other businesses so they can target you with ads. So the idea of Web3 right now is that there's infrastructure that new product makers can come build on top of, that allows the users to share ownership and share value with the founders of these online platforms. We need to come to the realization that the digital world and the real world, they're combined now. So Web3 is simply philosophy and tech infrastructure that allows you to share ownership and share value with the people who help make your digital platform lit, essentially. So the most obvious example of a digital community is Facebook. So they can remove our posts whenever they want to. They also can share all of our data with advertisers. We have no control. But if Facebook was built on top of Web3 technology, we would have some ownership over the platform, we would have some say in product decisions, and we would have control over our data. But it's not. For some of us, if you use their platform, it helps us if you use it right. But for the most of us, we don't own anything. So when you see these companies being bought for billions of dollars, we have to realize that the users, the people who make these platforms lit, they're not getting anything. So Web3 proposes a world where we're no longer users of these products. Users, like think about it. Who else do you call users? Drug addicts. And my granddad used to be a drug addict. All right, I'm not gonna put that in there. That was too much. They treat us like users. We are users and we're addicted to these products that they create. So Web3 proposes a new world where we're no longer users of these platforms. We are co-creators, we're members, and our contributions are compensated for helping these products succeed. That's the future. These digital products are selling for so much money, and the users or the people who actually help make these products lit, they don't receive anything. Web3 is just saying that here's infrastructure where that doesn't happen anymore. That's the beauty of Web3, and that's what everyone is missing. Everyone is so obsessed with making money, they're missing the beauty of this technology. So that's why I had to get behind the camera and just bring a different face and a different energy to everything that's going on in space. That's what we plan to continue to do with Talk, and I just hope y'all fuck with us. We see a world where community builders are caring about the well-being of our global society. Our mission is to unite compassionate, authentic, and ambitious people, inspire them, and provide the resources they need to build their own impactful communities. So Web3 is going to allow us to build projects that are transparent, and they allow our members to own some ownership in the products that we're building. I will make more videos explaining the specific technologies behind the Web3 movement, but I just wanted to share why we are building in Web3. It's not about the money. It's not about the money. Everyone thinks Web3 and NFTs and crypto is all about the money. I think they're missing a point. And the reason that they're missing a point is because people like me and other women out there are not creating content. So with Talk, that's all we want to do. We just want to share a different perspective of what's going on in this Web3 space. Thank you for listening to the first video. Namaste. Thank you.
I really left the city and they still love me. I really left the game, but I'm back now. Drove by the house where I used to watch SmackDown.